So the first card we have on the bottom of the deck here is the Sun card. So this indicates that a lot of you are in this really, really great place. Joy. Things are coming to fruition that you had been putting forward, right? Things are coming in. Your harvest is coming in. Happiest card in the deck. The Sun indicates a lot of super positive energy. This is typically associated with the sign of Leo because Leo's planetary ruler is the Sun. However, we still see the fruits of our wonderful summer sun coming now. So this could be a Leo in your life, or this could just simply represent you being in a really, really great time right now. And you Libras do tend to shine in your birthday season. So let's keep going, right? This first card, the Justice card. This is divine justice, not human justice, but this is divine justice. This is about right and wrong. This is about truth as represented in the sword here. You'll notice that her eyes are completely open. Her scales are balanced. This is about she's going to give you what you deserve, whether you think that it's fair or not. Because if you think of it in an archetypal energy or a divine principle of justice, there is the justice, capital T, capital J, that may not be the subjective experience of justice, right? Sometimes we bend the truth to suit our own desired outcomes or whatever that may be. And sometimes we know we're being unfair. But at any rate, this is right minds, right decision. This is you in your power. This is you knowing and recognizing what is just, what is fair, but also being in your full Libra power. This next, this is Three of Swords in the reverse. So some of you have been experiencing heartache. You're coming out of that energy now. You're coming out of that. And with that, there's a great deal of healing that can occur for a person, right? There may have been some kind of treachery or betrayal, maybe a third-party situation that came to light. You have here the Queen of Cups as well. And the Queen of Cups has to do with, when she's reversed like this, that can be maybe a casual sexual friend, maybe a player type energy. For some of you, you may have been cheated on. The Queen doesn't necessarily mean that it is a female person. It could be really anyone that's in that energy. Cups represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in a lot of readings. So it's possible that some of you are cutting out a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your life, or somebody that you loved or had some kind of love for, but that you're healing from a great dynamic like that. Could have been a third-party situation that was affecting you. But you are having this, the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. Wish fulfillment, harvest, bounty. Again, I think of this with you here. Excuse me. You have this balance sense, this harvest that's coming into play, right? We saw this harvest energy with the sun. We need the sun's energy to bring about the harvest. And here, this is certainly coming for you. Now, these cups, they may be empty right now. It looks like she's giving a party, waiting for her guests to show up. Maybe it is that you're hosting some kind of shindig. But this also is about a woman or person who is in his or her own, it's kind of a solitary figure. The card after this is really about the happy home life, family life, love life, romantic life. This is a person who's content unto him or herself and doesn't necessarily need anybody in that frame, but that person is in unique power and energy. Again, I see it like this person here. She knows what's going on. She knows what's right. She knows what's wrong. And she's willing to take the steps and do what she needs to do to fill her own cups here. She's not waiting to be fulfilled by someone else. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't invite and have warm home space. Remember, the hearth is related to the energy of heart. It was the center place of the home, the warmest place in the home back in the day before central heating. And so this has a lot to do with the type of loving energy that this individual can provide for friends and or family. Now, This is an energy from the past as well, right? And we see this with the moon card in reverse. I do apologize. You may hear my cat bouncing around in the back, Merlin. He doesn't often make a guest appearance, but it can happen. We have the Two of Cups and the moon in the reverse. Moon in the reverse is about clarity. Clarity. So some kind of truth came to light. And this also plays into this Justice card. You know what the decision is. You know what to do. Now, this also has to do here with the soulmate type relationship. So something came to pass. It was really, really good. A romantic relationship. Clarity. Maybe the wisdom and knowledge that this person was your soulmate. Because this is a soulmate card. Look at, they're looking in each other's eyes. This is a hand fasting. Symbolically, in a hand fasting, they tied each other's hands together, like they held hands and then they would tie them together loosely. But each one's raising a cup. They're looking into each other's eyes. There's an equality, a balance in this relationship. Again, can be same sex, doesn't have to be opposite sex relationship, but it's more about the balance, the polarity, balancing the polarity between the individuals in that relationship. So, coming from this energy, releasing past pain, past hurt, that had to do with possible treachery from someone, maybe doubts and suspicions on a person. And then we see here the Empress card. She is in the reverse. So some of you may be having issues with fertility. That's a possibility. She is a fertility goddess in the upright. We see the Venus symbol here. It could be in this situation that she can be either a Virgo or a Libra because of this Venus energy. And Venus is highly influential with both Virgo and Libra. So it could be possible that you're having issues with a Venus or will be, with a Virgo, Libra, or even yourself moving forward. That could be about this sense of heartache or betrayal or something that you're trying to deal with in your life. This here, the Four of Cups in reverse, is about accepting an offer. In the upright position, this person is not accepting the offer, even though it is a divinely guided or mysterious, what's another word for that? Whatever. But you see it's a mermaid. It's not like a normal person. So, and they're offering a cup and this person's got his arms folded across the chest and isn't having any of it. In the reverse, this is about accepting that cup. Taking that chance is what this looks like to me. You meet somebody who's really, really special. Those of you that are single, or it could be a refreshing of your current relationship. But you met somebody special, it's like a wish come true, and you're accepting the offer that they're making. It's like you're kind of taking this heartache from the past and you're moving out of that third-party dynamic and saying, that's not what I want to have. I don't want this energy any longer, right? This Empress is in the place of the forward movement. So that's kind of where it's going to. That's sort of a future tense. So it may be that you still have ongoing issues with whoever this Queen of Cups in the reverse was. That was kind of I don't know, a betrayal or maybe somebody that didn't work out in the way that you thought. But again, we see this clarity coming through. We see this. You were on to somebody who was being dishonest to you. This could be a workplace situation. Some of these suits would indicate it's more of a romantic type situation, but we really do have a balance here between our cups, our major arcana cards. Actually, I stand corrected. We have one sword. We've got 4 cups and 3 major arcana cards. So yeah, this has definitely been a spiritual journey for you. This karma is the sense of reaping what you sow. This is an eclipse. So it's somewhere between the sun and the moon, right? But the yin and yang energies united here. This is about learning a lesson so that you can move on. In learning the lesson of this hurt, in knowing what was happening, what was going on for you, you're able finally to heal and to accept this loving offer coming in, that your wish is fulfilled in this person. Whoever this is to you, this is about accepting that offer. Now, I do want to pull a little bit more information about the Empress in the reverse. It wouldn't hurt my feelings to know a little bit more about the Empress, given that they're in reverse as well. So let me shuffle up our Halloween tarot cards. And let me show you real quickly the box, just so, because I don't have it displayed. So it's the Halloween tarot. Really a fantastic deck, I gotta say. And it's very strictly based on the Rider-Waite, but the imagery is just fantastic. So now I don't know what the audio is going to do. I know the video frame is a little bit, I want to say it's smaller or tighter or something. My other phone had me back, oh, here, this is popping out. So we have the Page of Bats. The Page of Bats, in this deck, Bats is the sword suit, and Page of Swords is about spying, like maybe not literally spying, but like looking at you on Facebook and, you know, maybe they're, or on social media or what have you, kind of doing possibly some lip service and some treacherous type behavior. This doesn't have to be, generally speaking, but because we're looking at the Queen of Cups in relationship to that, that's what makes me think that the Queen of Cups here may be somebody who's they're into you, but they're playing some other kind of game. There's some kind of a third-party game going on with this Queen of Cups, but they're spying. They're maybe sending you text messages. Oh, can't we meet? Can't you see me? Do you miss me? You know, playing those kinds of games and things like that. Just be really, really careful that whatever you're doing, you're putting your own personal interest forward. If you are starting anew with someone, if you do feel like you've met somebody really special, you may need to cut this person out altogether, or find some kind of peaceful and harmonious way to deal with that. Sometimes people have cords of attachment with people that they sleep with or that they have that type of relationship with. So be careful about that. You know, you can seek a spiritual healer to help you sever some of those unhealthy ties. Okay, so let's look at the Emperor in reverse and see if we can get a little bit more information. Okay, Temperance. Now, these came out in the reverse position, both of them, which kind of makes sense because our Empress is reversed. We have the Knight of Imps. And typically the Knight of Imps is very fast moving, very passionate energy, and so on. Can be ideas put into action, right? Ideas put into action. But with this in the reverse position, and because it's representing this Empress in reverse, this is kind of player energy. This is somebody that likes to play and they come on hot and strong, but they're not there at the end result. Like, they don't follow through on that and so on. Be careful that this person is not renting space in your head for free, right? The Temperance is the sense of impatience. Like when we can wait in the upright, Temperance is about waiting for divine timing and allowing things to happen. This is about impatience. Be careful that you don't allow your impatience for something to happen to get in the way of you manifesting what is divinely provided for you, right? Sometimes we want to force things. We want to force the round peg into the square hole, and it may not work out that way. I guess a square peg going into a round hole would fit worse, but you get the idea, right? Sometimes we're so impatient to wait for our true soulmate that we don't want to wait for that. We don't want to allow divine timing to lead us to the right person or persons, whether it's a job or whether it's a relationship or anything else. Sometimes it really is about peaceful waiting. You know, that's the essence of patience, is peaceful waiting. So whatever that is, stay away from these player energies. Right? These player energies are not for you. The Empress in the upright, she's an amazing person. I mean, she's the best of each of the four suits put together. Like she's She's the loving wife and mother. She's the loving, intuitive, psychic person. She's logical and insightful and fiery and yet stable. And she's all of these different elemental qualities together. And yet in the reverse, this is a person who's like a player on steroids. Like they can read you, they can manipulate you, they can work you. So if you're dealing with some people in your life that may not be in your best interest, do know that you are aware of this. This is the positive thing I really want to put out there. You are aware. These clarity, right? You know what's going on. And you also have better things coming in for you. All of these are for you. And when you learn your karmic lesson, you don't have to repeat it. And the faster you allow yourself to learn that lesson, the less discomfort that you have to face when you're dealing with people that are not honest with you or they're not treating you with the respect that you deserve. So let me go ahead and let's do a healing with the angels cards. I know it's kind of a weird thing to do, possibly with this deck, but it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive, angels and witches, right? They're kind of cross-cultural, perhaps. I'm not really sure. But here we honor spirituality. Here we honor source. All right. Spiritual growth. Okay, so give me a second. We'll open the book. Okay, so spiritual growth. You are going through a time of rapid spiritual growth. Enjoy the process. During this time, you may feel a mixture of many feelings: confusion, excitement, fear, and wonder. You love your renewed connection with divine, and you wish you could read, study, learn, or meditate on a full-time basis. Simultaneously, though, you worry about the implications that your spiritual studies will have on the rest of your life. What impact will your new spiritual pursuits have on your job, marriage, or friendships? These worries create a fear that may erode the enjoyment your spiritual studies bring you. Surrender these fears to God, dearest one. Trust that you are supported, loved, and guided each moment. Don't worry about how your future will blend with your spiritual growth. Trust that the same power that brought you to your spiritual path will also take care of everything else for you. After all, this power supports all of the planets in the sky. It will surely support you perfectly too. You are going through a time of rapid spiritual growth. Enjoy the process.